All right.
Oh yeah, you can go.
Yeah, all right.
Do a countdown.
All good. I'm just catching up. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Awesome. Welcome to the. Let me get my match notes up here. We have Final Boss versus Mid Impact tonight. We are running through a fun little Demacia versus Noxus side of a double. What's it like? Two sides of this, two groups that are playing through here. In this 2026 Winter Aegis Marauder League. I've got with me Dolphy. How are we doing tonight?
Hello. Doing well, doing well. Can't wait to see this fight. Already intrigued because we saw the double Mbessa. Obviously we saw that both sides wanted the Mbessa, but only Mid Impact got it.
Yeah, no, that Mbess has been like highly prioritized. Keep seeing that pick highly prioritized both at like first stand as well as in Mid Impact and Final Bosses like last few matches. I think Mid's played like 4 matches and Finals had 3 inside of this tournament. Final is the super favorite coming into this. They've only dropped 1 map so far. And they are flying through this right now. The Karma priority keeps throwing me. Actually, I've seen this in some of the other matches in their history, and the Karma is always prioritized, like at the top of the draft. I don't know what to make of it. Do you have any senses about how these teams are prioritizing, or is everyone just going for comfort and strong picks these days?
I wouldn't be able to say too confidently, but I do think that having, knowing that your player is on a comfort pick, something that they can fully utilize the skills of, is very important. And many times, even building team dynamics isn't about which champions work together, but more of which champions can someone play that works good with mine. So
yeah, no,
I wouldn't say it's all on this is a great champion. I'd say there's got to be some kind of mix there.
I see we're both prescribing to the anti-LS idea of like, yes, I might try to put together the perfect Exodia set of champions, but I would like my players to have confidence in themselves with how they throw this around. All right, so we're just going to run through this draft real quick. I know it's been on screen, everyone, but it was Mbessa first pick for mid on blue side, the Ashe, Aurora on red side, to Ari Varus into Karma. The bans have been Jarvan, Bard, Nico, Jax, and Fiora for mid impact, while Nautilus, Nami, Seraphine, Yorick, and Zoe were taken out by Final Boss. And we're rounding out here. Jungler was secured by Final Boss with the Wukong, and then Sion and Maokai. So they're going super beefy on mid impact side. I think it's going to be a Maokai in the jungle. And it's going to be a Camille.
It did a Sion top lane, almost definitely.
Oh, definitely. No. Sion in the jungle would be an absolute tragedy of a decision, I believe.
46. This top laner also has 46 games on Sion currently.
Right. Let me see if I got this.
On mid impact, Nooner. Interesting that the support, couldn't get the.
Wait, that's a support.
Couldn't
Maokai.
get that Karma.
That's a support.
Yeah, that's a support Maokai.
That's Mbessa in the jungle.
It's going to be Mbessa in the jungle. Very interesting.
That's a spicy meatball right there. Alrighty. Well, then I think we're going to wait for the team to load up right now. I'm going to get myself together to make sure I've got the names of these players down.
Yeah, and there we go. Just to, run back through it. All the supports.
So on the very extensive, sample pool that I've seen, the weakest point I've seen on mid impact side and granting Final Boss is favored in this matchup. Crip has not exactly had any standout matches or maps inside of at least the 4 matches that mid impact has had in this tournament. While Final Boss has pretty much been able to go pretty strong. King Coney, I think, is like the leader of their team. And he's had at least 1 go-off map inside of their run, but the rest of it feels like bot side, Verticality, and Eclipse are pretty strong individuals. And so I'm really interested to see if Crip is going to be picked on by like Venom and Codney, or if Apple Cuckoo and Trollbot are going to kind of have some problems against Verticality and Eclipse. Those are at least where my eyes are going to be looking during this. I know King Coney could really try to bully No Oneer after probably like level 6. But yeah, I don't know. Those are sort of the insights that I got doing a little bit of research on the day for this match.
What are we thinking, Church? What are we thinking in terms of how these teams are going to be playing against each other? Like, do we want this Mbessa, to go ganking, roaming? Do we want Crypt to try and get ahead?
The way I see it is, especially with just having that Maokai and the Scion, is that Mid Impact is really looking for at least really good team fights. I imagine the Mbessa is going to be really good for the brawler. I don't know how the junglers match up for this with Wukong versus Mbessa. I've been around since like when Talon was released, but recent times have been a little. My knowledge has been a little shallow. So I would expect Mid Impact's big point, and where I would expect them to move to, is when big objectives are showing up, like Dragon or Herald. They're gonna try to shoot for that 5v5. With King Coney being on the Camille, I really believe Final Boss is going to be looking to maximize the vision control with verticality with the Hawkshot out of Ashe, and really see if they can do like a 1-3-1 or a 1-4 split to really let, if King Coney's Camille can get ahead, to really enable that split push and really force Mid Impact to deal with King Coney if and he becomes a problem.
Well, any problems that we're thinking of for either of these teams?
No, I hope they're not going to lose against the jungler. I hope everyone knows their builds and everything. And we're kind of limited on being able to do VOD reviews for these, so not entirely sure how they're going to prioritize or roll around. I think I don't know if it was Final Boss or Mid Impact, but there was such a lopsided result of one match that I feel like there was someone that split pushed. It might have been King Coney. It might have been another player entirely. But I swear they probably like flipped the map, and did I forget what it's called, where top lane versus bot lane occurs, and they just ran over the other team. It sounds like they're still locking in. I thought I heard a bard noise earlier, and I was like, that'd have been very exciting, but that is not what we're doing tonight.
No bard. So, guess we're going to be right back when the game starts.
Oh yeah, no, everyone's just loading
Super excited.
Loading on up. So, what's your favorite role side playing in League, and how long have you actually been enjoying the best game in the world?
Oh, the best.
I just went ahead and flipped intermission. I forgot to tell you guys beforehand. You guys can just toss the intermission whenever you like. After draft.
We're good. Yeah, we met 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, sorry.
So, yeah, we're good. We'll get our flow figured out.
Sorry, that's why I was throwing it to intermission. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you knew better than I did. My apologies, but
I just saw the ping and I was like, oh yeah, we can go to intermission.
Is there a ping in the other Discord that I miss? Is that what it was?
Every other league okay. I do. Mm-hmm. They forced us to cast through the pause.
Oh no.
So I just make my co-caster do it because I'm always play-by-play. And my co-caster, usually for League, is just this one guy who just loves talking about League of Legends. So it kind of works out.
Right. No, that's a good little hack right there.
Yeah. Also, before I forget, in game, if you guys ever want extra info, for example, I have access to like gold graphs, damage graphs, CS graphs, all these things I can throw up on the screen, replays, anything like that. If you guys want anything, just hint at it and I'll hopefully hear you. And
I'll probably, if any of that comes to mind, I'll probably just break the fourth wall. I'll be like, Ishin, producer, if you can get this up at your next opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's see if this
will probably will be Church asking, not me, yes.
No problem. Yeah, just whenever you think of anything you'd like, XP, I have all those graphs available. I can just toss on the screen with a click of a button.
I'm very excited to see if me and Dolphy actually hit a good enough chemistry inside of these potentially 3 maps. Well, because I can do sort of analysis. I have that brain. I do it with like my day job, but I do have the energy for like play-by-play. So I'm hoping at best to be able to, if we find ourselves in a really exciting moment, to just be like playing tennis back and forth on like, this is happening, and then this is happening. You jumped the wall. Oh my gosh. So I'm really down for this.
The one thing I know I'm not gonna do is say specific ability names.
Oh yeah, no, that's a hard task to run. That's a hard task to run.
Because like I said, I mainly cast Valorant, so like I can say them in Valorant.
I believe that, and that's insane because Valorant's heading in that League direction of just having so many dang agents and so many abilities.
Dude, it's got maybe like 25 Well, maybe
dude,
almost 30.
Riot,
League has 200.
I understand that, but League's had 10, 12 years to do that. Valorant's only been going for 5 years. They're gonna do the same mistake.
Yeah, that's fair.
Riot doesn't learn. Like, I'm here.
Yeah, Valorant's gonna need bans at some point.
Also, the timer is a little bit off, so it's not gonna be exactly on that. It's gonna be like, we'll go to live like 15, 20 seconds after the timer on screen.
After, yeah, no. But yeah, this is kind of where like I was into Valorant a little bit at the beginning, and then I realized where it was gonna go, and I was like, yep, I'm sticking with Counter-Strike. Like, Counter-Strike doesn't change. It stays stable. The player base keeps increasing. Valve more or less don't fudge with it so that like player careers can actually be a long time. That's one of the things that burned me out about League, is that the game changes like every year so much that like I wouldn't be surprised if like Bjergsen could still be like super viable like in an A, or even have a career in EU if the game actually stayed more or less similar over a longer stretch of time, like even traditional sports do. So is this the... Okay. I guess it's just all the popular champions. I was like, are you actually like filling time with like first strike fights or whatnot? Like, am I watching Bin on
no, this is from our tournament.
Right, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay. We'll see how well I can... I'm gonna get to see the player names, right?
Yeah, they'll be on screen.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
oh
good.
yeah, I was
Because sometimes they mess up. It wouldn't be your fault, but like, just asking if it's been like not working before.
Oh, it has before, but I think they fixed that bug with the software.
Thank God.
If it doesn't, I'm going to like create it very quickly and put it in chat and be like, here.
The only problem could be is if a player has streamer mode on.
Oh, yeah. You need to tell them, like, hey, your job is to play. Production will take care of getting your VOD to you.
Yeah.
Or just go back and replay the match and before the patch changes.
All right, almost there.
I saw that jiggle. The baby cage will do nothing.
I am loading in. My in-game scenes are also different, so hopefully they work.
I'm aware me and Dolphy's job is to talk eloquently, powerfully, and intelligently, and at least do one of those at a time. The rest is your fault.
It will be the powerful. I've got the powerful, guys.
Very good, very good. All right, I am ready. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, we're diving on the rift here. There we go. We're getting started. There we go. And not too much out the gate. No scanner, so no trickery to hold bush control.
A little bit of poke, a little bit of back and forth, but it's not really anything serious.
No, they're gonna get this ward. It's spotted, so yeah, Venom's gonna know to at least figure out how he wants the path, or he wants to reveal himself on that ward on the Raptors. They've done the same. Yeah. Oh, it does not look like there's been any other deep wards put. So, yeah, mid-impact's going to have at least an information advantage.
Always want to have that push up top lane.
Early trader from King Coney. And bot lane control is already taken over. This poke lane is going to be really hard out the gate between the Ashe.
Oh, definitely.
And the Karma. So they're going to get that level 2 spike. So, yeah, Apple Cuckoo and Trollbot are going to need to take their time with this. But good trades from no one are out the gate. So
definitely want to keep a bit of an eye on the bot lane, especially when that level 2 does kick in.
Yeah, they might jump on that opportunity. But, yeah, Venom is just past topside. I think he's going to come back now for his Raptors. He's probably going to get seen on the ward. 12 years is going for a
level
full
2.
Clear. Yep. And just hard zoned off, yeah. This is what I was looking for out of Final Boss, is just this absolute bully of a bot lane. They've gone for the Ashe Karma combo. They went heavy on the early prio, And really, Trollbot and Apple Cuckoo have not had a real chance. And then here's, yeah, Crip kind of losing out on that trade with Codeine. Yep, that is not going well. If there were markets out for this, I would tell you who to put the money on, ladies and gentlemen.
It is final boss right now.
Yeah, yeah. This is a rough start for them right now. Oh, and there's gonna be fight in the jungle here, red side.
Yeah, there's even an invade here.
Level 3 health advantage over to Venom, but the red buff is hitting him. He's gonna take
Venom's
this.
already a bit eager about it. Neuter's so low as well.
Eclipse
and
has come over to help
has
with
to
this.
walk up.
This is gonna be a collapse.
You've got
here.
your support here.
Virtus is gonna be late for this fight. They're taking a long time for this. Red's been secured by Venom, but he might die for it.
A blast back straight back into the fight, though.
Mid has arrived. Codeine has beat him on the prio.
Might be able to get Apple down.
First blood. This fight's going over on. Sorry.
Got done as well. A double kill to verticality. Perfect start here for final boss. Having that invade, just dropping 1 kill and getting 3 in return, it is definitely better than dropping anything.
No, that's a fantastic start out of them. I feel like that's almost a setup play that they had even after they spotted that ward. At least Mid Impact got the info on that Raptor, but it didn't really change the routing. He just forewent his entire bot side camps, cleared his top side, got his level 2, and beelined it straight for that red buff to contest 12 years. And Eclipse came up to support him. He died in the exchange, and I don't know who ended up. I feel like Verticality ended up with the buffs, but double kill over to your Ashe early game. Gold lead, XP lead. This is a great start for them.
Oh, definitely. You can see Ashe, and also, just the CS diff in the mid lane is kind of spiraling a little bit too because of that kill. Picked up by Codename, so very good start.
Yeah, if your AD carry or mid lane's ahead, less than 5 minutes into the game, that's a good omen for the map. And top lane's just chilling. Good CS lead. Coney has actually been doing a really good job. He's dang near doubled the CS of No Warner at this point. Yeah, so all going to plan here for final boss.
And you can see already the CS lead is 2K for them. Significant amount of money, and of course plating as well. Just gonna make that CS lead even bigger. But it's just so hard here. If you're on, mid, even having to, contest with this jungle, constantly in your side of the rift, and not having the vision either, just to be sure of it.
Yeah, no, vision's off right now. This isn't going to be a bad trade here, and I think 12 Year has either given up on it, but Venom is going to solo. Nope. There's the help up from the
dragon's up.
They had a chance to dive a minute ago, but now the dragon is up, and yeah, Verticality and Venom are going to take that. They'd already shoved the wave in. So Apple Cuckoo and Trollbar are just going to enjoy what CS and XP come under their turret, but this is going to be first Drake without any contest going over to final boss.
And like we said, that huge fight from earlier, well, not huge, but that fight from earlier that got final boss apes, such a big lead, really just lets them shove the wave in, get that priority, get the dragon. And if you're looking for objectives, it's perfect.
Exactly. Now, this is. Let's see. I don't know if there's that much to do. My impression of Mbessa jungle is just to farm up, and then look for fights. And she's been able to, 12 Years been able to keep up with Venom in the CS category, but it's a question of when does she actually get activated. I feel like Mbessa is going to be a level 6 jungler, and they've kind of got to look for where they want to dive and attack. Top lane's the only area where getting ahead the Scion isn't going to do much. King Coney's already pretty much got a full level lead over No Oneer. The options are pretty limited for Mid Impact right now. They're gonna have to pick a point to fight, or find a play to really flip how this match is going. So
far, I guess the most likely way to do anything like that is, surround Venom as soon as you possibly can. And that's what's going to happen. A
There's
flash engage here. And Mbessa is going to E in, and Venom absolutely stunned into a corner and just cannot fight back.
His best friend was the wall, and the wall held him tight there on that fight here. Overstepping into the Raptor camp, mid-impact identified. They need to get something, and that level 6 was such a great timing there for 12 years to pop Venom. He actually got ahead of him. He got level 6 before Venom did. I believe, yeah, he got the top crab. That might have been the big difference maker. I believe, 12 years got the top crab. That gave him level 6, so they were able to collapse down, knock out Venom, and get some of that gold back. So advantage now, at least on the jungler side, over to mid-impact. This bot side is still going really rough. That root's going to land. Good trade of damage. And I feel like this...
Not going to really result in much.
No, I feel like mid-impact's bot lane really comes online at level 6 as well. The problem is that verticality is ahead of them. And with gold advantage and the level advantage right now, until this wave crashes, they're going to be... Yeah, they're waiting for this wave to crash. That's why they're jumping for this now.
You do have 12 years here. Now, bot's going to go dash in, try to get that stun up, but Eclipse somehow manages to make it out. Has to burn the flash to do so, but of course the flash for your life. I mean, you choose the flash any day. Now, verticality, getting that confidence to go in has to be the flash on Apple to just dodge it. And it's a shutdown to 12 years jungler who... finds the opportunity to go in here on verticality, and Eclipse has to back off.
That is a fantastic, again, counterplay. Mid-impact are being proactive inside of this. That gank out the gate was very poor, because neither of them were level 6. And I think Eclipse has had a problem.
Oh my goodness.
He's just
but Eclipse going to be able to root backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna walk.
Just sitting on the
ward.
Maybe
a little close.
It feels like that's a little bit of aura farming right there by 12 years. Like, I'm gonna scan and just back on this ward, and there's nothing you can do about it. I dare you. But no, that counterplay there was fantastic there by mid-impact. They went for the bot lane gank, that lane gank, but what I think they were really waiting for was for the level 6, because neither Maokai nor Varus were level 6 at the beginning of that fight, and Mbessa had just used her ultimate. It's just a poor synchronizing of a good idea, but because really, like, verticality and Eclipse should have just like right-clicked to their towers and just waited, and they'd have been safer, and it would have wasted 12 years' time. So they give that over. They give that advantage over. They allow for the bot lane to catch up, and even the jungler to catch up. Like, this Mbessa now has 2 kills on her, has a 1.1k gold lead over Venom. So this matchup it's gold lead's still over in final boss's side, but it feels like the advantage is pretty null, especially at this scale. And going in, this is a 1v2.
Keep going. A nice ultimate to get in onto Eclipse, and Eclipse still fighting, but you had to use that flash from last fight and doesn't have it up now to escape the situation.
Exactly.
And I mean, hey, if your Mbessa is going to keep getting kills, it's just going to be better and better for you.
Yeah, you have an immobile AD carry in the back line. This is going to be a rough game if this Mbessa is allowed to get ahead. Eclipse just overstepping. Like, I don't feel like final boss is respecting their opponent here. They're playing a little disrespectful for just even vision, and mid-impact really lined themselves up here. That is not the best trade for King Coney.
Of course, now mid-impact, they have the priority to go for the dragon, so...
Mm-hmm. Yep, Cloud's up, and they're taking it.
They'll definitely get it, but the question is if they can win the fight that comes afterwards. So here we go, Cloud Drake down, and bot has to take so much of the brunt of the damage. Is going to take a hit, dies to verticality, but lets the rest of his team get out. Well, allegedly get out, because Venom's in, and there's a big Ash arrow, puts the Varus out of commission for a little bit of a while. But Venom has to burn the flash, has to run out of there, takes so much damage just in that spin, and there isn't going to be much coming off of it.
So there's a few problems right now for final boss. They missed the dragon. They just sacrificed Trollbot. Like, mid-impact just sacrificed Trollbot to just get the Drake. That's a perfectly fine trade. It's to support Maokai. It doesn't need to worry about much. But, like, now we're at this strange place where no one is pretty much still allowed to bully this Camille. He's like, no one is locked in, and you can just see with the health differential, the CS is a huge difference right now. It's a 40 CS difference and like a 900, 800 gold lead. But just the base values, the kind of damage and the abilities that Sion has kind of makes him a nightmare for a lot of auto attack based top laners. So between top lane's not going entirely the way they want it to, this Camille's still not online enough to just 1v1 the Scion, so it's still not a winning condition for them. But that dragon fight and the follow-up fight were just bad decisions by Final Boss. They aren't able to take care of that fight. They're not able to participate. It gives over to mid impact, and then Venom is looking for to mess with 12 years or whatnot in the jungle, and Verticality has problems.
Caught out by bot. Has a stun, and then there's a death.
Yeah, mid impact's here to play. Mid impact is here to play in this match right now. That's another overstep. That's another disrespect.
I mean, Applecook is also catching up here. Doesn't have the CS, quite to stand on his own feet compared to Verticality, but 2 kills is getting there. And if this continues, we'll get there.
The 2 kills it's building confidence. It's really making me second guess. 12 years?
Right. 12 years walking straight into enemy territory. Then,
regrettable decisions.
Just the absolute dash, the big Aurora ult to make sure you can't escape. And a shutdown of the Zambessa there.
There are some missteps occurring. People going into bushes without friends.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Chris
think
as
Crip
well. Gonna be caught up by Eclipse. A nice charm, though. Has the support here. Maokai, ult, and bot. Still, though, Aurora not dead quite yet. Somehow, doesn't get out. A nice snipe from Apple. Has to burn the flash. Trying to run from Venom. Somehow also got Eclipse down in there. The Venom and bot, they are not going to be able to kill each other. Instead, Verticality able to take this opportunity to just try and shred as much of that bot turret as possible. You're still going for that objective. You still want that first turret, Blood.
No, first turret still hasn't been taken here. It's another fight where, I forget who it was, but they got out by the skin of their teeth.
Oh, a flash and the miss is gonna miss! The dash doesn't work out now. Verticality shooting to save his life. He does so much damage, but just a burst of healing to put down 12. Now just run from Venom.
The tower.
A flash from bot to try and shut that down. 12 years gets away, and Venom goes down as well. And mid impact, they look so strong right now.
But the gold is still in Final Boss's favor. The CS difference is really what's saving Final Boss right now. Otherwise, the map play out of mid impact has just been better. There was a 2-for-2 exchange there in mid where one just got away and Venom was there to help clean it up. But the map play is really, really messy from Final Boss right now. There's only been one overstep, and that was from that was from 12 years.
I would have to say,
yeah.
I mean, walking into jungle, but now you've got a big Scion dive under this turret. Connery gonna take so much damage though, and it is a Scion, so gonna be hard to kill, and he's gonna be able to walk away.
Yeah, Codeine missed his Q, and that would have been the finisher.
Unless your jungler decides to come in and maybe join in on this fight. 12 years of jungle just waiting in here. Connery's so low, but all he has to do is walk in and take the kill.
Yeah, I don't know what Coney's doing there. I don't know why Coney's not backing off there. Yeah, it's a little questionable.
Bot turret's one tap.
Yep, ult in. I think they want the fight.
They do, and there it is. Bot walks in. Verticality taking a huge chunk of damage, but somehow still getting Apple. Chris is there also trying to make something happen, but oh my goodness. Verticality putting in Eclipse. It's a double kill and the turret down for Verticality. Now Venom's here and they really want to continue this fight. Neutering at 12 jungles, they tried and get something back. There's one. Venom's gonna go down. 12 years of jungle trying to go around an Eclipse. Also trying to play the long game here. They cannot kill the Scion, easily quite yet. So they have to get 12 years of jungle, and there's a nice flash E in as well to get it. Now Eclipse, the last person, in this blue side jungle, just has to walk away. Scion's very slow, and Eclipse has so much utility to get out and slow the Scion even more. And that's going to be a really good fight for Final Boss Apes.
Yeah, that was good. This bot lane, I mentioned it earlier, this bot lane has a potency to it. They feel like they were waiting for a recalibration or a power spike, because there's the item check right now. There's 2 full completed items on this Ashe right now to 1.5 on this Varus. And the big standout I actually want to point out, we saw this, we weren't able to touch on it for the last few minutes, but outside of the exchange you just saw, Coney's Triforce finish is pretty much where this matchup starts to really split. The Titanic Hydra for No Wonder is a very interesting decision. I would not expect that. I would more expect the Sunfire Cape, especially with like Ashe, Wukong, and Camille, but to each their own. And are we fighting again? And he catches him.
I guess we are. Yeah, we go 12 jungle straight into the Dragon Pit. Meanwhile, bot and Apple Cuckoo, they're coming from the top here. They've got a really nice route to get this Karma out of the equation, and it's yet another kill towards the Ambessa. Now, Verticality, that damage output is stunning. Absolutely shreds Apple Kokoro, and bot will go down shortly after. Now, they really want this mid turret. They're really going to look for it. Who cares about the Dragon? Venom's got it. So they can keep going for this fight, and King Connery, a nice here, a bit of utility here for that CC, and it's a double kill going towards the mid laner here. As Neuter, in that post-death Scion outrage, cannot kill Verticality. The Dragon going to go to FBKI.
Quick check. Is it No Wonder or Nooner? Because I was second guessing that in my research earlier today.
No idea.
No idea.
Nooner.
Alrighty, I will stick with Nooner. Actually, I like that. It feels easier.
It's high noon.
I shout out to the real ones. I miss Stage. I miss Overwatch League Season 1. Alrighty, different game, different time here. So fight on two fronts of the Dragon. It's like final boss is still coming away with it. They're still having it. I love Verticality. Verticality is clearly the guy that wants to step up and face you down mano a mano and just put you down. He put Apple Kiko in the dirt. See, top of the gold right now. Codeine taken up. 12 years and Codeine are fighting, but this is still going so well. And what's crazy to me right now is that no one's really given any attention to this top lane, actually. This is like back in like Dyrus days with top lane, where King Coney and Nooner have just been going back and forth, and there's been a great advantage gained by Coney. This is entirely inside of Final Boss's game plan. And MIT
That's a Maokai ult.
It is. It's gonna catch.
It's actually gonna hit, but
no follow-up.
No real impact, but
Lost opportunity.
So now that Maokai ult is down, and that's one of the biggest sources of CC that mid impact really has. And it might be a little hard to do team fights without it. They want to take it careful for a bit. A nice stun going in on King Connery. And this Camille might be the weakest member on FBA on Final Boss right now, but still putting up a hell of a fight. Still going to be able to get a bot here before finally being put down. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it's an Ambessa versus an Aurora. It's the two very stacked teams. Codeine so low, and Ambessa finally able to get there. Now Venom in the thick of it, but I'm not sure Venom has the damage output to kill 12 years a jungler. If only 12 years had some energy up to really deal with it, but
and
12
gets
years
away
somehow
with it. Dodges
a
the
nice
arrow.
Strafe. Ooh, very nice strafe from 12 years of jungle, dodging that Ashe ultimate. But Verticality and Eclipse are going to be able to take this mid turret very easily.
No, mid turret's gone here. I was sitting there the whole time. I was like, I don't think the Wukong can catch the Ambessa. She's got too many dashes. And 12 years danced their way out of that. Got the little bit of help from Apple Cuckoo to help him on the Great Escape. But this is starting to swing massively. 3 turrets down, and gold lead is at 2.1k advantage here for final boss. I'm really questioning how that bot lane fight went. I don't know why I don't know if Crip's ultimate was on cooldown. I checked it. Looked like it wasn't, but the ult should have been going out the gate to really try to take out Coney. What's the gold? I'm actually curious right now. What's the gold difference between like Coney and Crip right now? Because that's one of those matchups where on the side lanes, Crip's only down like 1.3k from Coney, but that's one of those side lanes of the Ahri matching up into the Camille that we're gonna be looking for right now, and that's a tip in. That is a catch.
Nice knife! And Connery absolutely overwhelmed. This Ambessa is here to play and is just gonna keep hitting these and keep being able to dash these long distances.
That was the tip end of that ult. That was so insane. Right now,
really
this
good.
Ambessa is the only win condition mid-impact have, and they've got to figure out how to leverage her into either more of these skirmishes, because mid-impact need to start trying to like keep pressing on this gold lead and start getting some turrets down. Nooner's going to be able to get some hits onto the top lane, but there is a whole coalescing here. I was looking at the minimap.
Oh yeah.
There's about to be a fight around this red buff or around this tier 2 bot lane. They're getting some hits
almost,
on it.
I think it's actually literally everybody on final boss here. Here's that Maokai ultimate with the nice CC, but it is just a clone that Venom leaves behind, and there's not much to do to it.
That was
finally
so
though,
clever.
mid impact they find themselves a turret in the top lane. Finally, 22 minutes into the game, they have their first turret.
Yeah, that's a good trade right now. Next dragon's up in 30 seconds though, and that Maokai ult's not gonna be available for it. So this is a very interesting trade. They save the turret and at least get the turret advantage for the gold, and I think everyone got some purchases in. But let me see. There's a decent split. The arm guard on the Varus is gonna be pretty valuable if Venom gets on top of her, the Camille. Teleport is up. I think everyone's getting around. Yeah, so this is gonna be the first real full team fight that we have. I don't know if final boss are gonna tease around it and just let the Camille split push. This could be the big flip of this entire match here right now.
It really could. King Connor able to get a plate, has to run out. Now here's the team fight. Hextech Drake already being started. And mid impact, they want to make sure they at least secure the Drake even with this fight. But I'm thinking about it, and yeah, mid impact they have it. They're sacrificing bot again for it. And bot just down immediately. There's the teleport in that you want to see from your top laners. Neuter in the mid lane has to get away from this giant amount of utility dump that's on him. He even tries to get out with the flash and is actually able to make it out a little bit. Hasn't died yet somehow. Gets a trade out of here. And there's a big fight. Ambassador's in the thick of it. And there we go. 2 kills for Ambassa. And now they have to chase Verticality and Eclipse. They do a lot of damage, but I'm not sure if they have the means of even fighting these 3. And I don't think they want to even give the opportunity or the, even the idea of doing maybe a higher priority objective like the Baron.
There's
they do want to sit on this mid lane though.
There's nothing to be done right now. Fight goes over to Verticality is psychotic.
Dashes in.
He is psychotic. The arm guard.
He's got the Jonya's hourglass and Verticality. He's messed up. He can't get a kill off of it. Eclipse has to run away, but it's the Ambessa once again, another double kill. And if you really look at it in the whole scope of things, it's a quadra for 12 years of jungler.
Oh, this is so good from an impact. The gold is neutralized. Yeah, there's no gold advantage on either side right now. Kill advantage over to mid impact, but their play out here right now, and that Verticality is psychotic, and I love it, but it cost him here.
Going back in.
We're rolling through. Good pull. Crips cut at half health. This is not a good position to be in for mid impact. There's nothing to really fight about right now. The waves are pushing. Top wave is pushing in favor of mid impact right now. Bot lane is coalescing in final boss's direction. So the wave motion isn't really there. But I'm sorry. The dragons are now split. That last dragon fight, we saw it. Trollbot got sacrificed. They get the dragon, get out, clean as a whistle, and then final boss is just looking for a fight to try to get something back, and they ended up in the extended trade just costing them. Verticality flashes in, and Apple Cuckoo just laughs at him in gold.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry, buddy.
And then, of course, 12 Years of Jungler has the ultimate back, is able to just catch up to Eclipse and shut down the entire team and secure mid impact and ace.
No, super clean, super neat. I forget the name of that item. She's got the ultimate reducer cooldown item on Ambessa right now, which means that I don't know the full math on that, but I debate if that means that her ability to have an ult at the beginning and the end of the fight is on deck, especially for how fed this Ambessa is. 5.5k over the Wukong. At this point, the Wukong is a paperweight against this Ambessa, and if any of these squishies, like I don't think anyone can 1v1 this Ambessa right now. Like this is the. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean at this point, I also want to see if we can get Apple Coco online at all. I mean, he's already got a bit of a base there. He's not quite where Verticality is, but having that backline damage from your ADC would really, really help.
Yeah, he's gone on the on-hit AP side with that Zhonya's, and that Zhonya's such a great idea. If the Camille, the Wukong, anyone dives on him, that is such a great insurance policy. And Varus is like one of the most flexibly built AD carries in this whole game. So seeing him with the on-hit build, percentage health damage for seeing the Ginzu's Rage Blade stacking with Bork is one of my favorite things to see you stack up the attack speed and then two-shot any character in the game in a way. Like cut them in half in a few. So
No, Eclipse. walks a little bit too forward, gets a bot on him, and there we go. Apple Coco getting another kill off of it.
Yeah.
And now they're
Baron's
gonna take the
Baron's
scuttle,
on
and I
deck.
think they're looking for Baron. Yeah.
Yeah, teleports are
Or maybe-
available
maybe
to come
not
into
really.
this. I mean, I would force this right now. Like, they're down their support, and they're only
mid impact.
Oh,
Mid impact. They decide not to go for the Baron, and final boss. They decide to go mid lane. They get that mid turret, but now bots in, and it's just so much CC. I just see so many airborne tags. Venom's gonna go down. You already have verticality out of the equation, and Chris needs to run away now before Codeine and even maybe King Kuni are able to get anything back. But it's looking really bad. Bot somehow goes down. It is all just King Kuni alive, trying to run away somehow.
You're not getting away,
incredibly
buddy.
low in his enemy's jungle, but no one's going for him because why bother?
No, he's not worth it
bother?
right
He's
now.
low.
Baron is on the menu. We got a worm to fry here, ladies and gentlemen. I love
yeah.
this out of Mid Impact. They have had a middling performance throughout this season, throughout this tournament, and this is such a convincing thing, especially against the top performing team in the season on the Demacia side. They're here for the fight. 12 Years is doing an absolute monster performance here, hard carrying and picking into fights right now. Eclipse and Verticality I highlighted as an aggressive win condition lane group, like lane duo for Final Boss, but at this point they have been a liability, especially Eclipse. Five deaths deep, and most of those have been catches being caught out here. 12 Years looking for a fight here.
Oh yeah, straight into it, and you always want that Maokai to get those stuns, and now Apple Cuckoo also getting the kills. Maybe needed to get online, and it is a wash, dude. It is all on Mid Impact. They just take final boss down with so much ease and without even any like health drops.
No,
Not too much. No.
If you watched how that went out, 12 Years walked into the enemy jungle, said, "I want to fight," and everyone
killed them
started
all.
running. Yeah, he took out half the team.
Yeah.
Venom was going in there thinking they're going to contest the Drake or something, and just gets caught out. Nooner's Scion Qs have been fantastic, actually. It's always felt like he's landed someone, and it's one of the most telegraphed CCs in this game, but he is still delivering as the meatball of this team. And you gotta love a reliable tank. It's one of the best feelings, especially for a damager. And I love seeing Apple Cuckoo getting some kills as well right now.
Has the gold advantage actually of the ADCs currently.
Yeah, the only gold advantage right now for final boss is on the Aurora, and Codine's looking for opportunities, but we saw him walk into the
I
jungle
believe top
earlier,
lane's also got a gold advantage for
which is nope.
which doesn't.
Yep, King Coney. See, that's where King Coney didn't even teleport to that last fight. Right now, the only chance that they have to even try to equalize this gold, which is like we're at a 4.8k advantage over to Mid Impact. At this point, don't drop the ball, boys. And we have a game pause.
A pause.
Did someone disconnect? Who's got the bad internet provider? Who's the baddie here?
While we're in the pause screen, let's take a moment to also talk about this Maokai and all of the stuns and CC I have been getting. I've been seeing bot get. It's been a bit impressive, I think, even with the Mbessa. Being so up there with the gold, having that Maokai is really really good for
Maokai's
for
support
Mid-Impact.
came back a couple years ago, and it's been so nice to see it come back because the ultimate is such a simple go machine. It's such a simple go button for any team that wants to team fight, and that's what we pointed out at the beginning back in the draft. MIT wanted to fight. They wanted to get in and do the 5v5, and it has been a boon to them. They haven't even really had to combo too often between the Mbessa ult and the Scion and the Maokai ult.
We're back though.
We are back, and I don't know if there's much else to really be done. Dragon advantage is over to final boss right now. I don't know about you, but I am frozen on my screen right now.
Oh yes, okay, it is.
That happens after pauses. It'll be a second.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
We can all blame Riot for this pause.
Integrity pause for everyone. So no one.
Unfortunately, Riot is a small indie company,
It is very unfortunate.
and bugs like these are to be expected.
Especially expected. though. It looks like
Oh yeah.
Baron has acquired, and now it's time to push in the lanes. And they're just shoving mid. Okay.
Oh yeah, I would too. Look at those teleports coming back to base in the top lane. Of course, King Connie still just kind of having this parlay with Nooner on these side lanes, but all the focus is really on the mid lane right now. I mean, you really don't want to let these guys get into your base. Definitely don't want them to, you know, take your Nexus, but with the Baron advantage, it's a little bit hard to fight back against those minion waves. Meanwhile, Coney looking for this kill on Nooner. Oh, the flash out from Sion to get behind turret.
Cooney's got to get out of here. They're coming for him.
Oh yeah, they are. But I think maybe he's hoping to get at least a little bit of a kill on Nooner. He's on Nooner, and he's gonna have that dive in. There it is, the kill, and 12 years gonna take the opportunity to pick up just another kill, just a number on the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm. No, at this point, Mbessa's full build right now. There's not too much to really give any more gold to 12 years right now, and this is what feels like a waste right now. They had the Baron buff, but they did not actually push all 3 lanes. They pushed mid wave and only got 1 tower for it. Their advantage is still like 5k, but they only maybe got like 1k out of that Baron play. So at this point, they're ahead. They're in a winning position, but they need to start doing all the steps to actually like put the whole map in their control and really suffocate Final Boss to just close it out. Because this can flip around very quickly, very easily. We're already seeing King Coney, the only win condition they have. He can start hammering in on No Winner and just start taking turrets. So that is a real threat. And as powerful as 12 years may be, it's time for decision making. We got a minute till the next dragon. MIT actually has to confirm this, otherwise that gold advantage will become less relevant as the Hextech Drake Soul, if Final Boss gets the Hextech Drake Soul.
Now, of course, what we really want to see here is also Final Boss being the ones to get, you know, picks somewhere randomly. Find a member of mid impact that is pushed out.
They've got some deep wards. They've got some deep wards on the top side, but that's more for coverage for Coney. And I feel like they're trying to meander around right now this bottom jungle with the upcoming Hex Drake, but I feel like they're going to give it. There's nothing else really on the map. The Baron's up in a minute. They could try to get control of this and bolster Coney's side of the map.
I was going to say, I see a swarm of Final Boss champions running to topside jungle, trying to put maybe pressure on this, maybe recognizing there's no way they could get this dragon, so it would be much better if they just push the top lane instead. And Nooner, the last kind of bastion here, is able to actually clear the way for now.
They got him to back. They got him to back.
Right, the dragon's gonna spawn, but you know, most of mid impact is going to recall because they don't want to let this go. They don't want to let this happen.
That's too old.
Turret not going to be taken, and the Mbessa more than enough to solo a dragon at this rate.
Yeah, they secure the Drake. They don't look for the fight. It's a decent play on their part. They don't lose the turret. They gave up 2 ultimates for it, and now we're in an awkward place. Like, they're even on dragons. No one's got soul, and Baron's up. Codine's getting some good poke in here, and Mbessa's found him.
Oh my goodness, big impact here. The Sion ultimate as well to go in, but still no kills. A resurrection actually here for 12 years of jungle. So far, Final Boss 8 not doing too badly, if I say so myself, but the charm onto Kunari knocks out the Camille, and it is just going to be dominoes falling over one by one. It's Eclipse, now the next target of this Ire. Verticality still fighting though, has a lot of damage input, you don't know. Verticality could maybe do a little bit of something given the right scenario, is able to pop Apple Cuckoo's Guardian Angel as well. But meanwhile, 12 years of jungler, I mean, you can't run from this Mbessa. Goes legendary in this fight. And Verticality, what can you do? I mean, they're just gonna
Verticality can kill maybe a wave, but this is kind of over right now. He's got it back in the middle of the wave. He's the last one standing. This is gone. This is done. They can push for the win here.
They could totally end right here, right now, and it is all on this Ashe. Did just buy the GA to buy maybe a little bit more time. Those are the turrets going down, and I think the Nexus It might be a little bit hard to defend the Jonya's Hourglass from Apple Cuckoo to really drive it in, and I mean, Nexus is so low, it's still being hit, but the fight's really going. Neuter's the last one. He just got to hit the Nexus a little more, and mid impact. Oh my goodness,
God.
final boss.
Oh
they save
my
it.
God.
They save it by so little.
Oh
Neuter, even with that after death Scion, just cannot hit it enough. It was one hit out of being done.
That Nexus is one health. That Nexus is one health right now.
Bot is waiting right there to run into that base and snipe it. I'm sure of it.
It's a play for it. He doesn't have anything. There's no teleport or anything. That is insane. That is insane right there. I was like, no.
He doesn't know this, but if he just runs in right now.
This is his play. This is the play.
Right now, past the wave.
Like, now, they're on Baron. Go.
He's going.
He's late.
Go.
He's missed it. He's missed it. He's missed it.
Oh,
Baron recalls are gonna be
so
too fast. He's dead.
Yeah.
Is King gonna find?
And I think he's also been spotted. I think that's. Well,
there
he got a question mark pinged a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they didn't know for sure. And now, so 2.5. That's insane. That is actually. This is a nutty way to start the night. This is so nutty. I swore that Scion had it dead to rights. And they lair, they say, see, they push him away from the Nexus. They take down the full health Scion twice. I'm sorry, Verticality is my MVP on the side of Final Boss right now. This player is insane. You saw him posturing mid. They were ready to just 1v1, 1v4 the rest of the team and basically did. They're at the Nexus turret. This is already just an absolutely insane matchup right now. This is an insane match. I expected MIT to get like wiped over, and we still have potentially 2 more maps to play. But we're entering like the later game. The gold difference is nil at this point. We are at full build for most everyone, and at this point it is decision making and it is team fights.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Next
and
fight.
Hey, if you're on mid impact, you're also, sitting there knowing that 1, you still have the advantage, and 2, that Nexus is exposed.
Nexus is still exposed.
It might not be viable to really go for a backdoor, but it is always an option.
Yeah, and right now, Final Boss is just staying mid. They want to be able to move over to the Hex Drake, which is going to be up in less than a minute. Ults are available. If they've got the timer on it right now, Apple Cuckoo's flash may not be up in time for this fight. Verticality is entirely vulnerable. Depending on who they decide to engage on, could decide this entire fight. And frankly, I'd go for Verticality. That is the biggest threat on Final Boss's side right now. And I hope the rest of... Verticality is done amazing. I love it. I love how aggressive they're playing as an Ashe. Like, that's...
Oh, yeah.
It's great. If
Verticality wasn't alive from that last fight, there's no way Final Boss Apes, it manages to clutch, because Verticality, like an assassin, basically just went straight in on Apple Cuckoo. There we go.
A little
bit of an initial fight.
Well,
not much, just a clone. But there it is. Now Venom's in it, and Apple Cuckoo burns has to tap the Jonya's out. There's the giant Maokai ult you want to see. So far, though, no major deaths except for Venom.
Verticality's free hitting.
Going down in Verticality. Oh my goodness, the damage output is insane. Verticality stunned, but it still has the Guardian Angel. Nooner really trying to put in the work and trying to distract this right now. A double kill for Codeine.
Oh.
And it's like, where did all of mid impact go? Just Crip, just running. And Crip decides, hey, if they're gonna try to push into our base, I better try and go push into theirs. The Nexus turrets are back up though. And that's not gonna be a viable play. Has to take the Jonyas, does have to take the death, and I think this is the end. I'm not sure
no one's
if there's
really
anything that can be done here. And yeah, Verticality, so much damage. And the timers, even if the timers worked out, Maokai cannot do a 1v5 all on their own, and somehow by one hit, a 1 hit difference, by the way.
That's it.
Final boss takes the first round. Wow.
That was an insane first map, first part of this series.
I feel bad.
Oh, mid impact are so upset with themselves for how ahead they were, but the trigger pull from final boss inside of that final fight and understanding what their priority was, they just out team fought them. I missed how quickly 12 years died, but they died and probably lost their GA like so fast. And Verticality was allowed to just wipe the entire floor. There was unchallenged the entire time. And that's crazy to think that final boss doesn't really have like a real tank. They had the Wukong while Mid Impact had the Scion, but it just got jumped on. And between the Aurora ult and the Wukong ult, it just locked them out. It just locked Mid Impact out.
And I really think Verticality is the only reason that that Nexus fight in Final Boss's base didn't end in their loss. Verticality buys a GA, flashes in, gets the Jonya's Hourglass on the Varus, and then kills the Varus. And you suddenly, that's like a ton of your damage output that you really would like to go onto the Nexus, gone. Out the window just like that. I mean, well played from Final Boss.
The target priority that you're pointing out that Final Boss had, particularly Verticality, in that moment when the game is literally that fingernail inch away from going away, to pressure that Varus and then go to the other carries that are alive. They save the Scion for last, which it's between just the luck of clicking the right target, killing the high damage dealers, and then by the luck of the draw, the Scion went from 0 to 1 and then 0 to 1 again and never got their Nexus to 0. This is a fantastic showcase of Final Boss as a team's tenacity, while inside of probably one of the craziest situations they found themselves inside of this tournament. They have had the only match where they actually had a full best of 3 play out is where they lost the first map and then did the reverse sweep and won the next 2. Otherwise, they've 2-0'd the whole way through. They've only dropped 1 map in their plays so far in this tournament. And I feel like Mid Impact knows they just about gave Final Boss their second map loss in this series, and I really hope Mid Impact don't get deflated from this, because they had it. 12 years was miles ahead of everyone else, and it's just that last fight. It's just the engage options that they had, and the coin flipped. The coin flipped, and they just weren't ready for Venom and Codeine to jump on them.
I think with that, we can pass it to an intermission, see how the next game is gonna go. But would you remind us if this is Fearless or not?
Most of the matches I've seen the match history is Fearless. So yeah, good news for Final Boss, the Mbessa will be gone. Bad news for Mid Impact, the Mbessa will be gone.
And Mid Impact need to win the next game.
Oh, they've got to. Final Boss is ready to keep their Final Boss is here to keep their 2-0 streak going, but I know they're having a big exhale of we almost threw that hard. Everyone's looking at Eclipse going you're lucky Verticality saved us at that base hold. I'm still reeling from just the decision making and the play out there. The GA purchase, as you pointed out, was a fantastic Zonya's replacement to just let Verticality go in there and just headbutt everyone.
Now let's throw it to a intermission, and we will see you in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yo, Ishan, get with me on this. That's the craziest hold
that
I've
is crazy. That reminded me of that. You know what that reminded me of? That one DRX game against T1 with the Ezreal, where the inhib respawned.
Yeah.
On the last
I don't know if you saw it, but it was the Camellia that saved it.
Yes, that World's Run, the Miracle Run.
Oh, was it? I think.
Yeah, I know. Camellia pushed him out of auto range, pushed the Scion.
Yes, that's that's the only CC I thought of that could have actually done that. And I was like,
yeah, it's Camellia.
I think it was a whole group effort.
Oh yeah. Oh no,
Oh, for sure.
Final Boss is the better team on paper, just from the handful of data that I could pull out for today to do this role. So them winning is not a surprise for the first map, but how they won, they don't deserve that. that was a steal and a half, and 12 years might feed his brains out in this next map to try to like reacquire his dignity. Oh my gosh, that was gosh, I haven't seen something like that. And your call out for that DRX for the Ezreal, for that Worlds run that they did, way to bring back like the Cinderella story of League with that Worlds run. That was insane. I think I won like $50 on a bet for that map.
Oh.
Oh goodness. How you feeling, Dolphy? How you feeling so far?
I think we were warmed up.
Yeah. I'm having fun.
That first call was a bit
yes,
bad, but
yes.
I think after that it was
no.
fine.
I apologize. I walked all over you on that. I've mostly solo casted, and that's where you heard me say, "I'm sorry, I forgot my role. Back in my corner. Back in my corner."
Yeah.
You guys are doing great.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ishan. Oh.
Password. All right. Since we're on a break, it's timed so well. By the way, I can go sign up for my housing for next year.
Hey. Wait. Okay. I talked to some. So, are you guys Full Sail students or something like that by chance?
No.
Oh, I'm not with.
Okay, I was.
Well,
sorry, you're
not
good.
me.
No, you're good. No, you're good. You said that, and it made me remember. I had a guy. I messaged the guy on Full Sail's Armada thing. He put me over to this. He put me over to the broadcast GG, and then eye contact. So my brain just made like 10 ADHD connections. I was like, oh, wait, do you go to Full Sail too? Are you in Orlando too, or whatnot?
No, unrelated.
It's like, yep, no, we're 3 sections removed. My bad. My bad.
You're good. No problem. Yeah, no, we Final Boss kind of participate just in like most of the big amateur leagues. Which kind of everywhere.
Right. So are you like number 2 for this team pretty much?
What do you mean?
So is Final Boss like the org that's the TO that's like running this tournament, or the team?
No. So both kind of.
Okay.
Right now we're just running this team. But we have like 10 teams in various league amateur tournaments.
Awesome. Okay.
But we also have a tournament that we do TO.
Okay, no, that tracks.
Yeah.
I've always thought about having like a team or even doing TO work because I'm really into making entertainment a career.
Gotcha.
But it's really hard to figure out which esport to get into that's going to actually like have a decent economic viability.
Oh, none of them.
I know. Like Counter-Strike is
I am in
almost,
the hole.
Yeah.
Final Boss's funds are my bank account.
I respect the game. I
do it for fun. I do it because it's not costing me enough to where it's the worst financial decision of all time, and I have fun doing it.
So. No, that's entirely the play to do for things you want to do with life.
Yep.
Like, super respect on that one. But
all right, we are getting into draft
here.
Let's
go.
You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Dolphy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hopping in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back here. We are going to jump into our next draft here between Final Boss and Mid Impact. I just have to reiterate that almost ending was insane, and I am praying on behalf of 12 years that he does not int his face off going into this next match. So
that's crazy. Ooh, Nico! Always love myself a good Nico support.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Oh yeah. No, this is already a good signing here. So first pick for Mid Impact is going to be the Nico for. Yep, name's eluding me right now. Is that I need to figure out a better way to go through draft with names for Eclipse for. Nope, that's not helping at all. For Trollbot, there it is. So Trollbot gets their Nico. Eclipse is going to get the Alistar. So we're just going 1-for-1 right now. Bans are Jarvan, Bard, and Kindred for Mid Impact, and Final Boss's band. I know it. I can't remember his name. Gwen and Zoe. So
Zahen?
Zahen, thank you. So I the Fearless draft has caught me off guard for how League has decided to throw in this RNG mechanic into a very well structured game. So we're gonna see how these teams decide to iterate into their next thing. Verticality
I love
getting,
Fearless.
I imagine it makes it really, it adds a lot of variability, and so a lot of fun can occur.
I think it also puts more strategy into it. You know, it's more you're more thinking now like, hey, we want these champions and we don't want the other team to ever have access to them. So let's just grab it now.
Yeah, I get
right?
that. I get that. I get that. It if anything, if you're facing Ben from BLG, you almost want to pick it on your side and lose that match, and then Ben never gets his best champion. So a little self-saboteur games there. And then the Kaisa. Alrighty, so a real mid-impact are going for big engage pieces right here. We've got 2 CCs already to assist that Kaisa jumping in. The Yunara Alistar combo for final boss. I'm sorry, seeing verticality on 80/80 carry right now, I'm excited to see it because I know verticality is going to be foot forward, maxing out every bit of damage that they can get off. I'm sorry, this is my favorite player in this match right now. 12 years went off as the Mbessa, but Fed Champ is Fed Champ. An Ashe playing aggressively is such a charming thing.
Yunara's pretty good too. I mean, you dash in with her.
Oh, you got a little bit of dashes, plenty of damage to go out, chain damage, I want to say Zoe, but I forget the electric girl's name right now. Alrighty. And then the jungler confirmation, so bot lanes and potentially the jungler. The Poppy could be top or jungle. I expect it in the jungle in this game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a Lilia too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Final Boss is going a little bit more on the CC and Shred kind of gameplay.
They have multiple engages. This is what I like about it right now. Mid Impact has Poppy either walk up and push someone into a wall, or Nico finds a good flank to get an engage. Final Boss at least only have the fishing, and then they have the a flash headbutt pulverize option with the Alistar. So right now, at least in being able to having the agency to pick fights, Final Boss currently is at least winning in that regard right now. We're seeing the second round of bans come through. Nocturne's taken out by Final Boss, and Fiora's taken out by Mid Impact. I can actually appreciate the Nocturne being taken out for just basically disabling any doubling down for like if the Nico gets a flank onto the Yunara. Yunari. Yunara, thank you. So removing dive options and then removing another jungler in the Viego and removing the reset. And set. Yo. Oh, this just got exciting. King Coney wants to go in. He wants to throw hands. He's putting it down. He's blind picking that. Is he assuming the Poppy's going top or something like that?
Hey, I mean, props to him. That's confidence.
It's confidence. He's putting it out there. He was the win condition. They never really got too much split push. It was always applying pressure.
Plus, you want to let your mid get that last pick if you can.
Oh yeah.
That's always good. Always have that opportunity available, and with the Orianna now on the board, Final Boss have all the information that they want for their final pick.
Only thing this last pick on Mid Impact will actually fully confirm like where at least this Poppy is going, and Zen Zhao in the jungle. So Poppy top lane, Zen in the jungle. The Nico is the support. The Orianna is at least a safe pick for Crip. As I said before, Crip's kind of like the weaker point for a solo laner. I would if no disrespect to anyone, but if Mid Impact ever actually could recruit an upgrade, like Crip's where I would look for it, because he ends up just being a placeholder. He's not an action-oriented mid laner, which feels like I really wish there was more obvious synergy between like 12 years and Crip to really maximize Mid Impact's opportunity. Syndra coming in from Final Boss, pretty square and fair matchup between a Syndra and Orianna in mid lane. There shouldn't be too much action on that side. I do like the Syndra as a rebuff to any dive that may come in, especially from the Kaisa, and just to blow up a diving 80 carry. So no tricks or trades on this one. No awkward flexes. No one's getting that crazy. And now we get to see, because I will expect it again. I expect like I would almost expect like level 2 aggression out of verticality and Eclipse from this bot lane. They should have a much harder time in the beginning of this match, the first 10 minutes of this match, than they did before with just the Kai'Sa Nami bot lane and having to really just kind of go all in a little bit with the Alistar to even get good trades.
We want to talk a little bit about specific character choices. We do have this troll bot on the Nico, which isn't. It's not important on its own, but it is Eclipse's most played support. So
Ooh.
that was a snipe. First of all,
Fantastic.
You want to play Nico, but also you don't want to let the other guy play Nico. We do have this. Also, the Syndra on Codney is a bit of a snipe. If you're, looking at how they've banned out Zoe because they don't want Crip to play Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Crip also plays a lot of Syndra. And Crip's not going to get to play Syndra now.
So there's a fight of the homework right now. People are throwing papers at each other right now. And I love that at least Final Boss got Eclipse Alistar, because that's at least the best counter you can do to a Nico, is just to headbutt them out of the fight, to deny that engage. So that's a great catch there, to just spot these little moments where they're just sniping each other and really have done some homework on each other to figure out what they want to do. I feel like the set pick is really out of left field, though. I don't remember seeing a set at all at any of my research around Final Boss, and I can't say I remember seeing it on Mid Impact either. So I feel like King Coney's pulling out a little bit of special sauce. We do need to see how this goes, because this gives them a bit more of another engage opportunity, because now the Set and the Lilia and the Alistar can kind of go in together as two Bash Bros and a Fairy Deer Girl and cause some havoc. What I'm going to be very curious to see is how 12 Years and Venom sort of play out each other in the early game. I watched the Last Stand match earlier where like June really just abused Skewmond on G2 in the final. Xin Zhao is super strong, really early on in the game, those first like few levels. So I'm
Too
curious.
bad Xin Zhao can't become Zahen.
Well, Zahen was banned. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't bring in my strange brother from the other side of the cosmos.
But yeah, we are gonna throw it to an intermission, and we will be right back with the game.
My Streamlabs button on my Stream Deck aren't working.
Reggie.
I was gonna say the music hasn't changed. Well, the music has been layered, but not changed.
Oh yeah, I have a different thing playing from YouTube during draft, but they can only hear one at a time, so it might sound a little weird for you guys, but for them it sounds normal. The viewers.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm actually really glad we have found our flow, because I shut up long enough for Delphi to like throw it intermission.
No, I mean, I was content to let you talk about it. I have nothing to talk about there because I'm not. I'm not that well versed in League of Legends.
No, you're good. You're good. I just appreciate signing up and having just a good hangout and trial session with you. Like I've got no complaints. Like you've been good and fun so far. And imagine we got one more map, and then I'm gonna go get an ice cream sandwich or a piece of pumpkin pie out of my fridge and enjoy the rest of my night.
That's big. That sounds really good. Man, if I had pie in my fridge.
And it's
man,
like,
if any of the dining halls here served pie.
Yeah, that'd be pretty great. See, but I have the quote unquote homemade Libby's pumpkin pie. So like I bought the can of pumpkin, I bought the can of milk, make sure I had all the ingredients, thawed the pie crust, and I think I made that Sunday. And only 2 slices went to my friend down the road. The rest of the pie is for me.
Nice. I made a cheesecake 2 nights ago. I haven't had a slice yet. Dude,
I'm so excited for you. I've made I made my first cheesecakes inside of this year. Were you able to do the water bath for it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I found a pretty basic recipe. It works though, and it makes a full cheesecake.
No.
I made it 3 times in 3 weeks. This is my 3rd one.
Have you not tried any of them, or have you not tried this 3rd one?
No, I've tried I ate the other two.
Okay, cool. So
I found a recipe that's like, uh, it's healthy enough to justify having a slice every night.
Okay. Okay.
And it still tastes good. I've tried so many different recipes for like desserts that are like supposed to be like lower calorie, higher protein, whatever.
Right.
Just because I want to be able to have dessert and not feel guilty about it.
Right.
And I found one that actually tastes good, and it's this cheesecake. So
Nice.
I've just been making it every week.
No, that's awesome. Like how big of a serving does it make for the cheesecake? Like a single slice or something like that, or
8 slices, full
slice-
cheesecake.
Okay, I was like, we were
Yeah.
talking about. I was like, wait, how many slice? Wait, it's either you're making a small amount of cheesecake or like a small in like diameter cheesecake, or you're like, no, I have a slice every night because I love myself.
Yeah, both.
That's good stuff. Yeah. I didn't even know I had the equipment for it, but the water bath, I think we have time to talk about this. The water
Yeah,
bath
8
in a
minutes.
cheesecake is like you have let's say you have like a big dish
Mhm.
that can encase the pan, like it's a spring-form pan. So think of like a flat circular pan with like a big ring around it that'd be like, a couple inches tall.
Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah.
Yeah. So so you have the springform pan. If you have a big enough sort of dish, a casserole dish, or
Mhm.
what I use the biggest stainless steel skillet I have, or stainless steel
Mhm.
pot I have. You just fill that with water, like hot water, and you bake
Uh-huh.
you bake the cheesecake with that water bath, and it just helps the heat distribute
Interesting.
with it way better, so it doesn't have all that crunchy flakiness on the crust, on like the top crust. So it's that extra layer of quality in the execution. It's not too much of a headache,
Mhm.
but I was so happy this the first time that I was able to pull it off, do it, made a good cheesecake, took it
Nice.
to work. Girls at work were happy, and I will stop. I see the timer, so
Oh, you're good. We still have a minute.
oh
Yeah,
man.
this is my spec delay is a little bit longer,
I see.
and then I have to load in as well. So we have like 30 seconds on top of that.
Well, I've run out of cheesecake topic now. So
Oh, I usually just take 30 seconds and peel the flaky part on top off.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's either or.
Yeah.
I like cooking, so hearing people cook anything is like, especially just it's just exciting. It's especially I love cheesecake. I'm the person that like freezes the whole
Same.
cheesecake and Tupperwares each little slice, so I can have like a slice every week.
Fair enough. I just I finish it before it's not fine in the fridge. A slice every night, 8 nights. Bye,
Right.
cheesecake.
Get it, get it.
All right, I'm loading in.
Okay.
After my countdown, I might be like 5 seconds if my buttons still aren't working. We'll see.
We're good. We're hanging.
Yep, we're good.
I know this song.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty,
Yeah, it's working.
getting back in here, waiting for that timer to clear out.
There we go.
We are live here. Drafts completed. Map 2 on deck. And my eyes are on verticality and eclipse to go insane at way too early of a timer. That's what I'm waiting for right now. Mid lane, top lane, don't care. Don't care until we get to team fights, or if King Coney actually starts putting Nooner like into a wall. I'm gonna reverse Uno card on this one, But yeah, no, it's gonna be good fun here. Let me look at this map.
Kind of have a similar situation to last game, I think, on most of these lanes, where it really is who can get that level 2 first here in the bot lane, especially if you're thinking about CC.
Let me just get an early trade and get an early.
Who's the real
prio.
Kaisa?
Well, and this is what I was talking
Oh,
about.
I think I figured it out.
Prio goes over to Apple, Cuckoo, and Trollbot. You're messing me up here. So, Prio goes over to Apple Cuckoo and Trollbot. Verticality and Eclipse just have to give it. They can't really trade out and put the damage into the minions like compared. So level 2 advantage is going to go over. And there it is. Good root up.
Oh yeah,
That's
nice stun.
good trade.
You do have Eclipse there with a good counter, with a good reaction speed, pushing back the ADC. So
let's see here. So it looks like
protection.
So Venom started at his Raptors and moved from there. He was spotted, so I don't know if he cares to know that 12 years knows where he is. No other wards were put in by MIT into Final Boss's jungle. I get. Oh.
Just gonna be a lot of back and forth, but both of these teams kind of don't really play a big, early poke game. Certainly not an early poking that can lead to kills. If any lane is going to have that, it's going to be mid lane. Just biding their time, I guess.
Biding their time, playing it out. 12 years, yeah, 12 years. So we're just doing a full jungle clear for both champions right now. Venom's actually done a nice little tech. Started with the Raptors, cleared through bottom, and has now gotten the second spawn of the Raptors to get at the top side clear. So ahead of pace. Actually, there we go. So Venom is now going to be able to get over, and he's going to get the Scuttle Crab. So we're having a pretty even exchange right now.
Oh yeah.
12 years is ahead in CS. And I can't say there's any, I don't think there's any real opportunities. And Cooney misses that, misses the stun. So we're having a much calmer start to the game here right now. Verticality has not gone insane. So that's good. 12 years has not inted his face off yet. It's a good first 3.5 minutes, everyone.
That's a lot of damage from Nooner onto King Cooney here.
That is not
a little bit of a stun miss, but...
Mm-hmm. Set has that really good heal, but I don't know if he's gonna like this, and he has no teleport. This is a good punish by Nooner. He's already used his teleport. They're on even footing. Waves crashed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'd be backing if I was Nooner, but I guess he wants to stick around and keep the pressure going.
No reason for him to back. He's the only one there with an actual item. He's got a tier.
And Venom's there to cover, but they're not taking advantage of this. Yeah, Coney's just too low.
Eclipse and Nice running in, and is gonna get stunned here. That's a lot of damage to take. Has to pop a heal for it too. Bot's still going for it. The Q not gonna be quite enough. But if Apple Coco even thinks about it for a second, might be able to do something. Verticality also going to push up and maybe try and get a trade. Apple Coco though. I mean, that Kaisa, he's scary a little bit. But you have that Lilia wandering around.
Mm-hmm. It's a testy situation right now.
Yeah. Another Nico stun that's gonna miss.
Yeah, but that damage is going out here. Wave is pushing in Final Boss's favor, but this lane state right now is in the control of Mid Impact. If Zinjai pads right now, he's gonna get spotted on that brush by Lilia. But this is a very scary place for Verticality and Eclipse. They want to crash this wave. They want to be able to reset. They don't have very good health right now. And if they stick around too long, it's going to be a problem.
Meanwhile, top lane going very, very well for Mid Impact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nooner's done very well. That trade earlier that put Coney super low. Level advantage. CS is still even, but that first plate. So, yeah, right now, Mid Impact looking and feeling pretty good about how this is starting, how this is going. CS lead for 12 years in the jungle right now. They more or less have full control right now. Wait, they already snuck Dragon?
Mid Impact should be able to take the Dragon here pretty easily.
Yeah, Lilia's nowhere near this. She's top side. I believe taking care of Scuttle Crab, so it's going to be Crab for Drake. So, yeah, Mid Impact, good control early in the game here. Crip, little favoring, but I think
hey, we've got a
little bit of posturing.
Have this Nico taking on the guys of Kaisa for a little bit of. There's no way anyone thinks she's actually Kaisa though. But never know.
I thought it was Kaisa actually, so I'm embarrassed to talk about it right now.
It's okay. Riot also tricks you by changing the name. But Nooner's gonna go win on Venom here, and now it is gonna be a fight in this jungle. Well, just a little bit of a skirmish, more like Venom gonna be able to grab some healing, and 12 years of jungle are gonna be able to recover the blue buff. Got a nice leash for it too, even.
It's really nice when your top laner comes and helps you in your jungle. What a concept for the community to consider.
Yeah, play with your team, guys.
Teamwork makes the dream work, and other annoying phrases.
It's only their fault you lost because you didn't go to help them.
Yes, I think I agree with what you just said. I think I agree with what you just said. I don't know. This is going so well for mid impact right now. I don't know. Final boss might be looking for level 6 to really like jump on this.
I mean, it's still kind of even. Eclipse
it's
is
still
gonna
even.
Just keep poking.
I'm more talking about who's in control of the map right now and who has the best agency and how this is sort of going. Can't really spot. I feel like the scaling advantage is on final boss, but it feels kind of relative. No one has a super hyper carry except for maybe Yunara.
Oh yeah.
12 years is arriving. That's an ult. And flashes, dodges it. They're looking for him.
A nice W to get them out of here, to push them away.
Codeine.
So, and it is just going to be the flash invested to get out of that situation for Codeine.
And that's a good trade. And
oh, definitely.
Oriental does not last that long. Codeine with the fancy feet to at least dodge the strike to make it hard for 12 years to get on him, but the flash needed to be used. And
still the Void Grubs.
Looks
like it's gonna go to mid impact once again.
Yeah.
Or not once again. Second objective goes to mid impact.
Right. Yeah.
Unless
I don't think they even got.
Lilia wants to look for it. They're gonna look for it a little bit.
Mid grubs fight. 12 years trying to cheat it, and Apple Cuckoo stepping forward, putting some pressure. Crip having to flash as well. That was about to be a problem here. Everyone's got level 6 right now. There should be a fight.
The problem is there's just so much opportunity to get, especially with that Alistar, it's really hard to push up because Alistar, all he has to do is bonk and then push you back, and then you're not there anymore.
You got problems. I am not where I want to be. That's all three. So it looks like.
Oh, a big stun. There's an ultimate also from Codeine. A drowsy from Lilia, and it is first blood to final boss in their mid lane. And all of a sudden, we have blood on our hands.
Advantage acquired. And they even got 2 of the 3 grubs on that strange exchange. Looks like 12 years were able to at least grab 1 before before final boss showed up. So opening advantage to final boss, not from the bot lane. No crazy aggression, but at least decent little bit of map play, pushing back against 12 years, not letting him sneak out with all those void grubs. And CS differences not too much afar. 20 CS lead for Codeine. Codeine's currently handling Crip clearly quite well with that solo kill. So current advantage to final boss. Denying some CS there. I like that from Coney. So next
Still, though, it is really a slow game.
It is a super slow game. This is a super tame game right now. The next point of interest is going to be the dragon in less than a minute. Flashes are not up on the mid laners yet. Otherwise, we have full sets of ultimates and flashes available. If final boss want to care about this dragon, though, Coney's going to need to start moving soon. He's got to try to push this wave in or ignore the next one and sack it. Otherwise, it's going to be MIT's favor. Teleport advantage for Nooner.
I would love to see this Syndra be the win condition.
Oh, yeah. Ults back up. For
Everyone
her,
would just die immediately.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy to realize that how much of a stun. Oh, a little bit of tap there. So Coney
get the plating.
Oh, stun. Look at it, try to get the advantage there, but nothing to be made for. That's an awkward back timing there from Verticality. He's got the power. He's got the upgrade. He's gotten his Kraken Slayer. So he's got the item completion. Full item completions on final boss's side across the board.
Eyes on Dragon.
Yeah, eyes on
Already
Dragon.
kind of walking in a bit deep to take, vision control, start the Dragon with a nice Kaisakyu. And 12 years of jungler walks up a little far. Has that, Lilia mark on him. It's gone now, but It was a thing. Venom, a nice
stun.
W in, and
Everyone's
it's gonna
asleep.
actually sleepy past the Nico ult, I think. And there we go. Trollbot down first to Venom. It's gonna be a trade though. Crypt finds it. Apple Cuckoo stuck in the back line. Not really where you want to be right now. It's a double kill to Verticality, and already looking really, really bad for mid impact.
And Nooner never teleported. Mid Impact lost all their coordination inside us. They had the positioning, they had the river control, but they just never were able to keep up with it. And Venom went absolutely insane in there. Dives in the middle, puts to sleep 3 of them, allowing full time for Codeine to just layer on all of his abilities. I don't even think.
I didn't even see where the Nico ult went.
Nico was in the middle. Was in the middle of all that. I don't think it actually like even affected anything on Final Boss's side.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think Nico got sleepy in the middle of it.
Was not allowed to flash or go anywhere. Still has their Trollbot still has their flash now. So that's an entire drop on side of Mid Impact to even take advantage of this situation. They had positioning, they had the advantage. Poppy could have teleported in and just lost opportunity. First Dragon goes to. Wait a minute, am I missing something? The Dragon's still up.
Oh yeah, they never did the dragon.
Yeah,
but you're right.
Yep, okay.
All 12 years of jungler is here. They want King Kuni.
And King Kuni
that's a big
is...
ultimate straight into the turret. And actually it manages to get Neuter out of it. So a trade, and that's not bad for King Kuni if you're able to get a trade out of that.
No, and the wave's in a good place right now. He's not going to lose any CS off that. So trade for kill for kill. Still's going to be able to maintain the CS advantage. So Final Boss, they're in a pretty good place right now. 2.8k up on Mid Impact. I mean, it's kind of crazy. The Dragon didn't go.
Last game started.
Well, it's a little delayed right now. We're having a little bit of a false start.
We're delayed, but still.
12
last
years
game we had a game state like this.
Yes, we did have some chaos definitely at a point in the game, and we're in. Alrighty, things are happening. Eclipse is running for his life. He is on an island.
I just watched the Nico E miss.
What?
Venom's
Venom?
in though. Takes a blast pact in and gives a mark and a dash, and there's the Nico ult, but it gets pushed out. And somehow Venom's still alive. Finally gonna go down to Chris. Yep, there it is. Apple Coco kind of low, but needs to shoot. And Verticality, he's getting so much. Verticality has a double kill. Verticality has a triple kill. Doesn't die. Codeine barely manages to skate away with his life.
Verticality's alive?
Verticality's alive, 5-0 currently, and still has to run for his life here. Not gonna get him marked from this Xin Jiao, so gonna be able to stay alive forward longer. Has to sacrifice the support, but it's honestly worth it. Don't want to give that 500 gold bounty over. So really good for Verticality and Final Boss. They get the first turret on the top lane off of it.
Verticality's 5-0 now. This Yunara has just gone nuclear, and this is the second time where I've watched Apple Coco like ult in and be unable to finish the kills. Really, like I think yeah. Apple Coco's done 2 ults, did nothing to the Syndra in the first fight, and did nothing on the second fight. He's going in by himself. He's almost like the second to engage. This is not going well for Mid Impact right now, and we are sitting in a dangerous position right now for them.
Mid Impact even lose the dragon here.
Yeah, the first dragon's finally taken here at 15 minutes into the match.
Second dragon.
Oh, that is second dragon?
Mid Impact got the first.
Was the Kim Drake? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So
yeah.
Mid Impact. Okay, that's where I was missing. I was seeing that earlier. I was like, wait a minute, am I insane? Yes, but not for this reason. So Drakes are even, but the gold advantage is there. This mid tower is
so low,
looking dead.
Because Verticality does so much damage.
Yeah, no. Verticality's got 2 full completed items right now. Apple Cuckoo's over at 1.5. No one else has like 2 fully completed items anywhere on side of MIT right now. And there's no goal advantage across anywhere. 1.7k over Apple Coco right now. Verticality is once again kind of. Is it gonna take it? Is that turret gone?
Ooh, it was close.
That's gone.
And I think there it is.
Gone.
Yeah, it's gone. So mid turret down as well. Bot gonna have the flash in, go for this kill, and definitely secure it. Eclipse maybe shouldn't be there, but Codeine is gonna be a nice shutdown to give to the Poppy now. Chris getting absolutely tower dove, and King Coney with that big shield manages to just walk out of there. Of course, the Rift Herald mid-impact, they really want it, so they're going to go start contesting for it. But Venom's in, and there's a big 3-man Drowsy. All of them are asleep, but it's no time for snoring because you're all getting shredded right now. Venom's going to go down, but Verticality, it's all on Verticality once again. Takes another kill and is able to secure the Rift Herald while Eclipse distracts bot. Don't even let that Nunu, don't even let that Nico get anywhere close.
Eclipse is gonna kill him.
Bot's really low.
Bot's dead.
I'd be surprised if Eclipse
Bot's
can't
dead. Bot
kill
doesn't have
Colbot
flash.
here. But who cares? Don't give it to Bot. Give it to Verticality. Another kill for the Yunara. 7-0.
The coordination. Venom dies in that fight, but Venom gets the engage once again. Gets more than one. Gets two. I think he got 3 on that sleep. And the
rest... It was
rest,
a 3-man Drowsy.
3-man Drowsy. The rest of Final Boss follow up and just wipe them out. Yunara is now 7-0. 2-1 on this Syndra. 2-1. Like, King Kuni hasn't even been... I don't think... I mean this in a way. King Kuni, I don't think, is a part of the team in the way you would think of a regular teammate in League. King Kuni went Flash Ignite on this and just solo killed the Poppy top lane, or actually in the bot lane there, under tower. King Kuni is a man of their own island, and I respect it, while the rest of his team is like, no, we'll just 4v5 these fights, or we'll 4v4 these fights and just handle business. They are currently running this map right now.
7,000 gold lead. It is not looking fun for mid-impact right now. We want to look at the total gold. Verticality, obviously, at the very top of the leaderboard here. But King Kuni and Cody not far behind.
And King Kuni's gonna keep going in here. There's no turret. There's no turret for Nunu to fall back on, and there's no help coming. And the rest of MIT are actually locked inside of their jungle trying to get space. There's not even anything to fight over right now. The Dragon's not up for another 2 minutes.
If any help was going to be coming, it'd be for King Kuni. Heard a flash. I'm not sure who it was from.
No, Nooner flashed. Nooner flashed.
Nooner flashed. Nooner took the flash. Was able to leave off of it. Very good. But still, burning a flash for that, it hurts.
That flash is an engaged tool. It's gone now. And it's not even like Nooner's been a part of any of these fights yet. They're happening too fast, and Nooner's just not teleporting in, either ahead of like the last Dragon fight, and the fight around the Herald, which Yunara has. Actually, Yunara has the Herald Eye. That was just a spring-loaded trap. MIT walked in, Venom flashed, slept 3, and it's over. So now we're sitting at a point where I don't know what MIT can do. They need to almost think about trading this next Dragon for a top side advantage to try to even get this top turret or something. I just don't feel like they're posturing for that. They're all sitting around this bottom jungle acting like they're going to do something. And I'm sorry, you don't have... The item difference and the gold difference is too high. Even if this set does not take part in the fight, I still don't like their chances.
Of course, if you're mid-impact right now, you kind of want to look towards this Drake. I mean, objectives right now is it wouldn't be detrimental to give this the final boss, but it would be a team fight that you want to win. It presents an opportunity to find something and come back.
Yeah.
So with that Drake coming up in 5 seconds, I mean, it's going to be a slow convergence around the area.
They need Nooner to join them. They need Nooner to... I believe a teleport actually is up. They would need Nooner to join them down at the bot and be able to actually pin and knock up Verticality and have Verticality blown up. But I don't think...
goodness. Yeah, I mean, Crisp is getting tower dived, getting extremely tower dive. I mean, watched an ultimate go on that, but also had so many people on it. The turret's going to go down, and 12 years of jungler waiting in this spawn side for Verticality. Now they've got a shutdown with the Kaisa dash going inwards. Meanwhile, there's still a fight going on in the top side jungle that's taking all the final boss out. Nice! Nico ultimate, but it's not gonna be enough.
That's an ace.
And final boss, they take so much. They take an ace.
The shutdown goes over to Apple Cuckoo for taking down Verticality. That's great news for MIT. Unfortunately, the rest of them die for it, and it's once again a fight on 2 fronts. King Kuni with Eclipse chasing down Nooner halfway through the map, while the three-man bot onto Crip, and then the rest of it exploded. Apple Cuckoo shows up, Trollbot shows up, they all die for it. We were at a 10k advantage for final boss. The first map might have been a fight. 12 years was massive. MIT had a chance. MIT was 1 health on that Nexus, but at this point, I'm sorry. I'm getting shovels. I'm going out back to start digging the hole because I don't see any way right now for Mid Impact to find their way back in. If they had their win condition. They can keep pulling that off to take out verticality, but getting out alive, that would be the next thing.
Mid Impact, they don't even have a single turret, and with the Rift Herald being summoned top lane, that's a hope that it's going to be able to clear out the top lane as well and get, you know, all the T1s, T2s out of the game, out of the equation for final boss. And when I see pings around the Baron, which is interesting because it's really a Baron angle right now. That's interesting.
Yeah, Dragon's not up for another 4 minutes, but this gives Set full time to push. Nuna's going back to try to defend this. He's got his teleport available, but
I think we've got a Syndra riding in a Rift Herald right now, and it's coming for the fight.
Verticality?
It's going to pass into, oh my god, Trollbot, a nice Nico ultimate.
But now the rest of the
down
fight
verticality,
here,
get that DPS out of the game. Still, it's going. Eclipse going to be able to take out Apple Coco. So both of our ADCs are out of the equation. Now 12 years of jungler getting absolutely pummeled by final boss. And Mid Impact, they're not having fun. Crips and Trollbot, they need to run away. Trollbot going to be able to hit a nice route, but it is the set coming from their base, actually, who takes Chris and dunks him, absolutely slams it into the dirt. Meanwhile, this turret in the top lane, it's gonna go down. I don't think there's anything Mid Impact can do about it. And with this turret coming down, that will be the end of all the T2s that Mid Impact have at their availability.
Yeah, 7 turrets for final boss right now in their favor. Bot inhib down. Pressure's going to be applied there. This is going to make it that much easier for them to get Baron. This is clinical right now. The full map pressure is in hand even before the purple worm has been slain. Nooner's been trying to get active here a little bit, but he's not going to be able to do much. He's a tanky Poppy, and Codeine was able to kite him so well. I really feel like Crip sort of misplayed his opportunity there. He was walking backward, trying to survive and get away from the fight, and that was going to be like the big chance. That was one of the big damage dealing opportunities once Apple Cuckoo went down. And just, I feel like he mistimed the use of the flash to redirect where King Cooney, suplexed him. But, minor details at this point. The map is entirely blacked out for MIT right now. Eclipse has found they've got a little bit of info there right now. That one ward.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Have to give some props to Mid Impact though for the priority targeting. I mean, you saw verticality get popped out of existence.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Are we walking in on this? 12 years of jungler gonna try and get a little bit of a dash in. Of course, the TP. It's the opportunity for him to go for something, but I see the Nico ult. I'll raise you one better. How about a Lilia ult? And Codeine gonna get the first kill of the fight. Now Nooner trying to do something in it, but it's all 5 of them. And it's not looking good. A flash out from 12 years of jungler has to avoid the Cinder Balls. And oh my goodness, now they're just running. They're not even running back to their spawn. They're running straight into the jungle because they don't want to give Final Boss the opportunity or the reason to go into their base. And Apple Coco, oh, it's not looking good. 12 years of jungle heading low. Venom gonna be taken down, but that's really all you can get there. Somehow 12 years of jungle still alive. Not for much longer because verticality's arrived at the scene. The Nexus is going down. Honestly, can we end here? Final Boss has the wave in there at the Nexus. It's all down to Trollbot to put up some sort of defense. Crip is back, but the Nexus is going down. And Final Boss, they really are looking to end it. They really are looking to take down the Nexus. And it is going to be a very quick game to end right here. 25 minutes, and Final Boss with a 16k gold lead take the dub.
Handled. Absolutely handled there. Final Boss get a fun little long-term 40-minute game with Mid Impact. It gets tight, it gets crazy. Map 2 like, nah, we're done. We like our record. We're gonna keep rolling. And did they? The engages out of this Lilia were immaculate to set it up. And Yunara got wiped out in that second half. just kept getting dove on successfully by a mid-impact, but the rest of the team was there. Even if the Yunara put out no damage, the Lilia was able to secure sleeps on everyone else. The side pressure from King Kun on the set means that the Poppy just never was really a part of anything. And then that last fight they were in, the Poppy's in the middle of it, but Apple Cuckoo couldn't hit anyone. And had stopped and was really didn't have any good dive targets. So big props to Final Boss Coney Island on the day for just giving us a stellar first match, bringing it back, and then just serving the business here in 25 minutes with Mid Impact. So sorry, Mid Impact and the boys and whoever else playing. But that is that game. That's a 2-0.
Yeah. Wow. And honestly, you have to feel a little bad for Mid Impact. I mean, this game obviously was a sweep, but if you looked at last game, they were like this close from winning.
Oh, they were jumping on it so hard and so well, and there was some overreaches from Eclipse and Verticality that sort of gave them options back in and really fed 12 years and allowed that Mbessa to get really souped up and be able to just pick their fights and just walk into the enemy jungle and just get a double kill. So that first match, this is kind of how I was talking about one of the matches that Final Boss had earlier in the tournament, where the only best of 3, they actually had a full 3 maps where they lost the first map and then just came back on the next 2. And they keep their game average. Mid Impact was sitting at more of like a 30-minute game average for the 4 matches that they've had in this tournament, while Final Boss was in more of the 25, 28-minute range. So a slight 4 to 5 minute difference, but the difference in game state and the speed with which Final Boss as a team makes decisions, accelerates, applies pressure, and then just pulls the trigger to just jump on the enemy team is so nice to see. It was pleasure to watch this team just work its magic and come back from a deficit and then just serve the business here in this dub.
Mm-hmm. But I think that is going to cut it for today. That was crazy games, but Final Boss, they are going to take their 4th win of
this is their 4th match in the tournament so far. They are still undefeated with only 1 map drop in their run, with the best game differential in the tournament. If I can actually look at that spreadsheet real quick, if this gets updated, this puts Mid Impact at like 2-3, so still on the bottom half of the standings on the Demacia side. But yeah, Final Boss and Deathmark and Team Apex are the top of the board teams. I don't know. It's a good overall. It's a good old time we're having here.
Mm-hmm. But with that, thank you everyone for coming to watch, and have a good night. Oh, and also shout out to our producer, Sean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good night.